Thanks for indulging me.
That's wild. No, that's very interesting because I don't know shit about Ireland,
Yeah.
but it's also like the idea that we really have to just forge something new as a nation, as a people.
Yeah.
Like, what does it mean to be Irish in the 21st century?
Yeah.
It's like, man, I felt that my whole life, where it's just like, I don't even know what white people I'm from.
We don't know anything anymore, man. It's we live in a
None of
plural.
my family cared enough to write it down.
There's no like it's the death of monotheism, but like monoculturalism. Like just everything is just we're all just everything like Babelized. Like everything is just we're all subsets of each other. And the internet lets us connect to each other in different ways. But the idea of like we are all one unit identity is just like gone. Probably for the better. Speaking of for the better, let's get started.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, welcome everybody to episode 114 of the Great Pendragon Campaign. The romance period we're in the after party of the romance period. We got like 2 years left of this boy, despite us spending maybe like a full IRL year in here due to our schedules.
It's all good.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a long chunk of time in the game. That's like almost 8 years of time.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's the shortest age though all the chapters. Yeah, it is.
Oh wow,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, so not a great track record for us, but that's all right. All right. So we're starting spring off. Gorthrin, while you're out riding through the woods of outside Tillsbury, you come across Lancelot taking a trail. He flags you over and stuff and says hi and stuff, and he's wearing his nice bests. Yeah, sorry, I had to go let the queen of Cornwall let him down easy. I got about 17 marriage proposals while I was down in Spain, and I had to deny them all, and I had a couple more and I was getting to, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to take the long way back, not really deal with that many people, but you're a sight for sore eyes, buddy. How you doing, Gorthrin?
Doing good. Doing well.
Yeah, you're one of the only people. He's like, he looks at you like, I know I never tell you this enough, but you're one of the few people that I can honestly relate to, man. Like there's just not. I hope that doesn't sound too, selfish of me, is it?
You are a brighter star than many of us, Lancelot.
Please.
And I have never begrudged you your brilliance.
Yeah. I mean, I could say the exact same about you. When's the last time we adventured side by side?
I'm always in your footsteps, I find.
Yeah.
I visited the wasteland.
Oh, dear.
In the court of the Fisher King.
Yeah, I was there about a year ago.
Yeah.
I've been hearing signs that it's expanding. Is that true?
It is.
Oh.
Did you find anything in your journeys that might help us? Answers?
Nope, just a lot of failed marriage proposals. I'm trying to track down leads, but not sure what it is. He says, dramatic irony in town.
It's the times like these I miss Merlin the most.
I know.
Most years.
Well, maybe
quieter without him around.
Yeah. I mean, you could always ask, my mom, the lady in the lake, for advice. But she sent me.
Like, is he saying like, oh, he's done it, or just like?
No, just in general. Like he's trying to be helpful for you.
Oh yeah. That's too true.
Yeah.
It has been some time since I spoke with him.
There's a rumble in the sky, and you can kind of see like a spring storm is approaching. Like, we better kind of hurry back to Tillsbury. Do you mind if I, hang out with you while the shower's gone?
Certainly.
Nice. And
enjoy the hospitality of my hall.
Yeah. All right. As you two begin to kind of hasten your trip, evade, is trying to stay ahead of the storm. It kind of turns into a little bit of a competition, racing back to the Till's Head, right? You're both kind of galloping a little bit. It's a little bit of a thing.
The horses want it.
Yeah. Do you want to race him, or do you want to let him win, or?
No, I want to race him.
Hell yeah. Okay. Just quick little horsemanship test. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna put a passion into it, but
No. All right. You beat Lancelot. You probably uh the better rider. As he's he's a little bit behind you. He gets a little soaking wet.
maybe
But
like
you laugh it over, yeah. Well,
I
that's
don't
fine.
expect he's like crestfallen about it or
No,
crazy.
no, he's not.
Yeah.
No, not at all. This is just literally just having a good time with
Yeah.
the boys, right?
Oh yeah.
Exactly, right. He's like, well, all right, I'm gonna go dry off. How about you go grab a cask of your best wine, to warm me up, right? And kind of like just like have a good time as you guys are back in,
Very good.
you're leaving the stables or whatever. He leaves, the horses over, with your groom.
Yeah. Very good.
All right, Acewin.
Years.
You're enjoying. I'll give yourself 15 glory for you, Jim, for beating Lancelot there.
Sweet.
You are enjoying a peaceful morning, looking out over your hundreds. Your peasants are like just you can imagine it's not really. Maybe you have coffee. You probably have coffee given the era that we're in. It's not like the age of Uther. It's whatever, right? Like you're just enjoying your morning, and you see your peasants kind of like leaving church, right? Walking down the hill, with a little bit of like the ash on their foreheads because it's Ash Wednesday. So some teens are doing like a little like song and little folksy dance or whatever, the weird peasant kids do, right? And they put their arms in hand and they do a little like square dance circle thing, and some chickens like get out of the way of like the human cyclones. The years are starting off great for you. Like, this is just I'm trying to paint like this is like the pastoral, like the the riff, the leitmotif of the Shire would be playing, right? Like it's very like you're starting off great. To what or to whom do you contribute your success to? Why this? Why are things so good?
Oh God, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, Acewin has a very high religious, so it's very clear to her that God is blessing this day and this season, and that she's probably doing something right.
Yeah. All right. Check spiritual.
It is already checked.
Oh. All right.
Because I built the oath stone.
Right.
That's
right.
The thing that it does is a yearly check.
Well, yeah. Your continual praise of God. Beautiful, man. All right. Let's do the feaster. You guys are all on.
I think Gorthern would chat up Lancelot more about these marriage proposals. Just like,
oh, yeah.
They're oft adventuring, or perhaps it's easier to do that than to settle down kind of angle.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I have no problem settling down. It's just that, I know my true love's out there. I just have to find them, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that they exist. Being very
similarly,
opaque
if you follow your heart, sure you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Oh, and and also, he's like, it was rude of me though about your wife. Hi, Elizabeth. Bonjour, mon ami, and they do like the little French kiss. Classic, right?
Now that we have some time together, introduce.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Right. She says, "Oh wow, you're just as you're just as pretty as Guinevere." Blah blah blah, and things like that. They're just like really like just happy. They're again, yeah, right, and being like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, how was the marriage? Like all these things. I feel so bad. I missed it. Blah blah blah. Like these things. Whatever. And he's like, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll get you some flour. Like they're just talking about how to catch up and do these things. And you're Gordon. You're just kind of just left being like, yep, okay. Like they're just besties. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they knew each other prior.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
friends. That's fine. I'm glad to have Lancelot over. It's good to have friends to hang out with.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right, let me get you moved over to the feaster.
Very good. All
Yes. Food.
So I
Parsley
have
bread,
a
lampreys and hot sauce, and elderberry divination cakes. Oh yeah, awesome.
Lampreys in hot sauce actually sounds kind of banging right now.
lamprey, yeah. So question is, does Gorthron have a permanent seat at the high table through his marriage, or is I still rolling for
You're still rolling.
where to sit? Okay.
Yeah, that's a 14. Lamprey in hot sauce is a 14th century dish.
What kind of hot sauce are they working with?
That's literally why I Google it. I'm like, what the hell? Probably Frank's, right? Because that's where you get the term Frank's Red Hot.
Sure.
You know, it's the Frankish hot sauce.
Yeah, they were such huge fans of hot sauce that they started to associate the people with the brand.
Right. It's not hot. Scalded like eel, roasted very thin spit, threaded with cross farm. It's basically like unagi. What I'm hearing how they're cooking it.
Yeah.
But then it's like ginger, cassia, whatever cassia is, cloves, grains of paradise, and nutmeg. So just ginger, nutmeg, cloves. So mold lamprey.
Ooh, is that a fumble on fashion?
Yeah, that's a minus. That's a fumble on fashion. Well, it's for his valet. His
all right, you need to fire this guy.
Because I used their bonus.
It's so funny. When I had a valet, I was
sure I should wear
up
this
fashion left and right, but now that Aeswyn's dressing herself, I've just been rolling fine.
Look, the pattern is called Giraffe. It comes from Libya. It's beautiful. It's this giraffe print.
Yeah. From one of his household knights recommended it. I'm not so sure. This seems all right. So
that's what they're wearing.
All right.
I have it on very good authority. Source, dude, just trust me.
So let me see I'm rolling with a. So the fashion is for the clothes.
Yep, and then that gives a bonus to appearance or not.
Yeah, so it's going to be -2 instead of the plus, and then it's offset by my jewelry.
Yeah,
because I always have jewelry. Frozen rolls blinged out. All right, here's my parents. Let's see.
Yeah.
So this is just break even. Oof.
You just look like
not
an auspicious start to the year, though.
Yeah. All right, well, you're definitely not at the high table this year.
It is also like how he's like, what happened? He's gonna take it up with Sir Kay again.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like, what's going on?
Well,
I know
I should ask you the same thing, like brother. What the hell are you wearing?
It's called Giraffe.
Oh, Giraffe. Look, man. It's called take it off, dude. It's gauche.
It really is.
Aeswyn's
if I take it off, I'll.
Aeswyn passes by and like slaps Gorthor on the back. It's like, I didn't know you were crowned king of the bean already.
What? Not yet.
Did they give you that Justice Motley, or did you bring that yourself?
This was a result of my valet. I might have to get rid of them.
Kay is literally doing everything he can to not fucking laugh in your face. He is like,
yeah. What's going on?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, yeah. It's like, Kay's like, I gotta get some air. I'm sorry. I gotta. You just hear him be like,
he's howling. It's not very hospitable of you. All right.
Yeah. Everybody is just giving you, yeah.
I'll wear something else then.
Yeah, as a your wife pulls some strings for it and being like, because of your gesture of being funny, and this is just a very good way to bring in the spring, right? Bringing humor to the court. You know, and you know, giving us the honor of Gorthron's humor, you know, The queen, wouldn't you like to give him the honor of being a guard on your a Maying, this year, right, or whatever, and just being like, basically you get to go on guard duty with them as a special privilege as being, head of the queen's guard, right?
Yeah. Try to spin it into something.
Yeah, that's literally, she's trying so hard to PR manage you right now. Something about Elizabeth would definitely would have her own like helping others build their brands kind of job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brand consultant is for like like anyone who's remotely close to Guinevere.
Needing to have a talk about who's dressing Gorthrin.
Yeah, fire them, right? Better yet, no, burn them at the stake. It's like
better yet, send them to a certain someone.
A Downey, yeah, send them to Brittany.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arrange that to be transferred to Brittany.
Years and years of loyal service. I'm gonna you're a gift for someone else now.
Incredible. I love that.
Yeah. We'll handle it after Easter.
So I think you're below the salt because of the fumbles. No, you just failed your appearance.
Elizabeth. Yeah, I just failed the appearance, but Elizabeth, that's just but like Elizabeth's intervention doesn't get him closer to the salt.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the intervention will get you to near the salt.
It's just not going on any adventures this year.
You're not at the high table for sure.
Yeah. Let's see.
Right.
What it takes to get to the high table. A new tailor.
Yeah.
Right. Who else here? Like any guests or anything?
No, nothing. Nobody new. I mean, maybe Lancelot is maybe like the closest one, right? Several like compared to last year, remember, like the siege and stuff like that in Brittany has lifted. So there's several more knights back this year than last. Right, like last year, a lot of like the young knights kind of went off to prove themselves.
Ah, gotcha.
But no, this year it's chill. Everyone thinks this is going to be a great year of no events. Yeah, if anything, like most of the conversations are still talking about sort of like Spain, all of like the pilgrimages people are going on, anything involving kind of still like Tristram, Cornwall kind of stuff. Yeah, the media cycle is desperate for a new story. And I guess there would be kind of a news story that maybe people were talking about that I'd love to get your all's take on as actually we get set up into this. So there is, it's actually like, especially for Acewin, there is there's an issue where a knight, kind of paralleling your own issues, Acewin, with like not your own issues, but like your extra spouse, right? There's an issue where two knights have a surrogate, and it turns out that they love their surrogate as well. And there's a question of whether or not this is like okay or not. And this is especially why you're getting brought into the conversation. It's definitely touching on the idea of polyamory in the court. The defense that they're saying is that listen, we understand through the church that we are bound and we are a monogamous couple, but we love our surrogate, but we are chaste with them after, besides the conception thing. Like, but we will, as long as we're chaste and love them, it's okay. It's like the logic that they're, that's like the Queenian logic that you would expect, and that That's what they're trying to defend themselves with, and people are like, I don't like it, but that does seem to work. But anyways, this is the conversation going on. It's just a moral thing about the laws of romance, the laws of love, and a weird edge case where this is really working, right?
I think
this is
Acewyn's response to this topic is anytime if someone brings it up to her, is like, why are you bringing it up with me? What knowledge do you think I have of this sort of thing? And like, either forcing people to drop it or forcing people to come out and say it, so that she can repudiate them.
So the fact that both your spouses are dressed the same, right? Like, don't you do that for every time? Yeah.
But again, it's like I want them to put it to words. Like they have to sort of make the accusation if they want my opinion on it.
And no one deigns to do that. It's great to be in power.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Good to be the king.
Yeah, it's like you're getting really close to fucking don't ask, don't tell, right? Like you're asking. You need to stop, right? But unfortunately, like these lower knights or whatever, this is happening. Like you can literally imagine this could be any kingdom, any like low fucking anybody, right? Joe, any knight of a barony that this happened, and but it's the talk of Camelot because of course it's like a moral question when there's nothing else to do.
Yep.
Do you see a problem, Gorthrin? Are you conflicted at all on this? Simply because do your personal beliefs tie with or are in conflict with sort of like the Guinevere is basically like the moral judge of these things, right? And her ruling is as I described earlier. Is that is there a conflict between you having to enforce whatever she says versus what you agree with and that kind of stuff? Or
I think Gorthrin probably doesn't think too hard on it, other than like she's the queen. She's has her own reasons for why she's doing things, why she her pains. And I think probably in terms of like Acewyn, it's just Gorthrin's probably never thought about any kind of contradiction or inherent like, oh yeah, I guess this is maybe goes against what the queen would otherwise have. But it also is like, but Acewyn's my friend, known him all my life. It doesn't seem like something Gorthrin would be like confrontational about. Just like just who she is,
right? But like, what about not Acewyn's condition? Because that makes perfect sense that you would just compartmentalize like that. But what about this like random? I mean, I'll give this night.
The situation.
About Leifdig, right?
What's the dramatic question again? Because I was I was looking at looking something up.
Yeah,
that's right.
The question is that they admit that they so Leifdig and Leifdig's husband, another name, Edgar, they turns out like their surrogate after their child was born is still living with them. Like after like a year late, like there's no reason for the surrogate to be around, but because it turns out that they're in love. The three of them love each other, and that is a big no to the church and the rules, right? Like monogamy is fine. God when God the church's rule is when God made you, there is a soulmate or there's someone you're supposed to love, and it's monogamous. It doesn't matter their gender, that's fine. But it is a pairing. It's not it's Adam and Eve and or Steve. It's not what I mean. Like it's not or what I mean. It's Adam or Eve or Steve, but not and or. It's like this is. It's very exclusively monogamy. What the hell's going? Like you can't do, and so the idea of like you can't love with a third person, that's fucked up. Is like the idea here, and being like, no, they should kick them out. This is bad. Like this is they should atone for this kind of stuff. Is kind of like what people are saying. And the general courting, like Guinevere's ruling again is that as long as they're chaste with this person, love is okay because love can't be wrong. Is like the idea, right?
Sure. Yeah. I feel where you're coming from. Gorthrin's going to go like, but you mean the mother of their child
Yeah.
is still living. Perhaps she's still living there for the child's benefit, or because there's all kinds of reasons why she should stay, and one of those reasons might be because they have a bond with one another, and I think that's Gorthrin's angle too. It's like
it's just improper. There's
unusual.
It's an unusual sense. It calls to question impropriety, and why would somebody even do that? Is kind of the issue, right?
I think that's what Gorthrin is listing out all the reasons he could think of why someone would.
Yeah.
And so he's like, perhaps it's one of those. If you're that curious, you could ask them directly.
Okay. So you're so very much not an issue with it. Okay.
Yeah, Gorthrin's like, do their knights muster when it's time to muster? Are their fields successful? Are their personal proclivities contained within the walls of their manor? That's Gorthrin's sort of. Can't micromanage these knights.
For the record, you guys are absolutely in the minority opinion on this matter.
In terms of their bond supersedes propriety.
Yeah, that the general consensus would be that these people are in the wrong. Now, they probably might, knights and other people, it's not like there's a monolithic opinion on this, right? It's just that the general opinion, especially the church and even Arthur, would be you really shouldn't risk it though. Why? Why, you know what I mean?
It is risky. I think Gorthrin's it is risky. You are putting yourself in a position, if he was talking to the three of them, he'd be you know what you're doing. You're putting yourself in this position where people be more scrutinous, more, apt to see something nefarious going on. You leave the door open for that.
Yeah,
in that sense, it might not be prudent, but
right.
I think it's improper.
Yeah, and Leafdig. So we can go through the cards, but I'll tell you that Leafdig's going to say that similarly that to even the king or whatever, or the queen when brought forward about this and being I as my knight, I don't think I've done nothing wrong. If anyone accuses me of any impropriety, right, meet me out in the playground, right? Let's duel. God will decide our judgment. Right.
Here.
I'm serious about their feelings and serious about that I'm not doing anything wrong here. So whether or not someone takes them up on their offer, we'll see. But in the meantime.
Yeah. Love is a powerful thing that to deny it would cause great calamity.
I love that if that's actually said. Cut to the wasteland. Cut back to yeah, beautiful. No, exactly. That's kind of why I'm playing into this right now, for sure. Yeah. Okay, card time.
Gorthrin drew a host card.
Oh, sick. I see it zoomed up here in the corner. Host calls for a dance. Yeah, that sounds right after this.
Yeah. Let's have a dance.
Right.
I did get one of the other cards I got was well dressed. A lady comments on fashion.
Damn.
So
is that graphic?
Is this that? That's mentioned Tuscany.
All right. Yeah, but host duties calls. Dancing checks. Crit the dancing.
Or he comes out here, he's like, you guys didn't like my digs, but you'll love my moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acewin is not a dancer.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, yeah. You let other people you don't even failure to the card says you beg off and remain at the table. So you don't even dance.
Mm. Not now.
No. Well, that's 3 generality and a check to dancing for you, my friend.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
There we go. That's it for Gorth.
Oh, by the way, cassia in the hot sauce is a kind of cinnamon. So they got different kinds of cinnamon in there. Cinnamon eel, man. Cinnamon. What are medieval people smoking?
Cinnamon. Yeah, that does not sound appealing. I mean, I love eel. It's probably my favorite food ever.
Yeah. I go to town on a unagi don.
Yeah.
Literally favorite. I respect Jim. Yeah.
Okay. I got no host cards. I got some weird cards.
Dodged it. Enhance.
Okay, so the one I can just ignore, pagan promise. No, I'm Christian. I don't do that. 2 tipsy. I just don't want that one. The interesting ones to me are who was that trying to figure out who some night is, show of strength, and then kind of what I'm leaning towards, even though my dance is 2, is keep dancing because I get to keep playing it until I get it.
I got this. You don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
If you're asking for a vote, I think keep dancing is just awesome.
I'm gonna keep dancing. I'm gonna keep dancing.
You have to add your geniality to it.
In the famous for the famous knight Sir Gwent Stefani, you're feeling kind of good, so you're just gonna keep on dancing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I got the 1 geniality, got the 2 geniality. Let's dance again. This time dancing with a 4. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
That gap's closing.
Yeah.
This next track's called Wonderwall.
Oh no, I love the idea that this is how Acewin is avoiding conversations about the other night. Like,
yeah,
every time she goes to leave the dance floor, she sees someone who clearly wants to talk to her. So she's just like, let's try, let's do another round.
Yeah, let's do it. Relatable, man. Super relatable. I'm just gonna avoid this topic by continuing to do something. I would rather do something that I hate. I hate that more than I hate dancing. So I'm going to dance instead.
That's me. I mean, the things I will do to avoid talking to someone.
Yeah. Oh, extremely good. Oh yeah, it's the lampreys. It's the lampreys season now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the news? You said there was something else that was going on. Into the face.
Well, yeah, no, it's this moral outrage.
Oh, I see.
But you are, since you asked, there is though another thing. Another night. I think you all can you just make a quick recognize roll at +5 for this guy. This is someone you might actually know, but I never really brought them up before. But definitely somebody I could have foreshadowed. Wow!
Oh my God,
both of you know him.
Succeeded with a 5.
Okay. This is Meliagrance. Sir Meliagrance is the prince or like heir apparent to the kingdom of Gore, which is Urien's lands. Urien's being like way up in age now, was kind of like taking a step back, and his cousin's kind of running the show, and this is basically his nephew. He strives up to the table, to the main table, and confesses his love to Guinevere. And if you haven't seen somebody get verbally knocked off their horse before, this is it. You can imagine the courage and the passion role required to drum up this literally, basically to enter the maws of death like this. But to know that, all this talk of true love and what it means and stuff like that. No, I'm inspired. Like, you can literally imagine him talking to his friends about this. Like, I can do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to confess my love to them. They have no choice, but they understand my love is true. I can, right?
Yeah.
and it blows up in their face. A lot of sniggering. I leave it up to you whether or not you are among the sniggering. Actually, Gorthrin, you have no choice. I need to know your response to this because you are like as soon as someone goes up to Lady Guinevere, you're literally already up. Like, bro, back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as soon as someone approaches the table without
you like
permission,
jump over it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be laughing because I think that just antagonizes him, but he's definitely prepared to
back off. Yeah.
Intervene if it
right. Like you literally like in with lightning speed, you interject yourself between him and the table and stuff, and then like Guinevere's like, hold up, let him talk, like it's okay, Gorthrin, but like, are you sure? I'll break his neck, you know what I mean? You were literally like, you thought someone was gonna attack her, like you saw like the intention of the eyes of like the seriousness.
He's coming in way too hot.
Thank you.
Way too hot.
Thank you. Wait, exactly. You recognize this, and like literally, like you were just like mid conversation, and you just leap over people to go get in between them. It was actually kind of awesome to watch, right? But in general,
quite surprised still.
Yeah, and then you escort this kid out.
Yeah, it's time to leave, buddy. Come on.
Yeah. No, you don't. You don't understand. I'll wait for you.
Write a
forever.
letter like everybody else.
Yeah. So you kick him out of the feast.
It's Easter. What are you thinking?
His dad is like so damn embarrassed.
Yeah.
His dad also has a badass name, Bagdemagus.
Hell yeah. I didn't catch this guy's name. It was Gore, you said?
Meliagrance.
Where
did these names go? This is the downfall of Western culture.
For real.
Most of them became male enhancement drug names.
Yeah.
So
they ended up in some
corporate
IP.
Oh yeah. I just hold on. Let me go look in the Arthurian Companion. Yeah, it looks like their son, the son of Meliagrance, is Viagris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sir
right.
Levitra.
Yeah. Exactly.
Always up for a fight.
Meliagrance of Blue Chew.
Yeah.
So
Meliagrance is the son of Bagdemagus.
So there's this moment with the knight approaching Guinevere, and that's Acewin like swerves back to the dance floor rather than engage with any of it.
Yep.
And Alwina is lazy, right? That's like one of her things, is she's lazy. She didn't want to dance one time, much less all these times in a row. And Acewin is insistent.
Yeah.
Nope, we're trying again. I'm actually going to invoke a passion, though, because my dance really sucks, and I want to eventually draw another card. That's the meta reason. In character, hospitality, and wanting to be a good party guest, and like it's the war between like her pride and being like, I need to be a good guest and eventually stop dancing. So I'm gonna give it my all, and like this is the last time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take the +5 on that.
Yeah. All right. With your geniality, remember you get the plus geniality. Oh, you think you already gave it to yours. Okay, we're good.
Yep. So we are rocking it at a 9.
Hey!
All right.
You don't have Eric dice today.
Next, success. I check flirting. Okay. It's all the sweet talking I had to do to Alwina to get her to keep dancing.
Yeah, you know what? That tracks. That's really good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
I got another host card.
I mean, you are standing up there with Guinevere.
Yeah, it's like this is an ideal wife. And so it doesn't make sense for Gorthrin, but I think in terms of all the children he has to have married off, this is let's see Cadwalla refuses anyone still. She's not looking to get married or Uh, he'd be tied down at the moment. Katie is betrothed. I think I'm down to Helen, born in a year of domestic bliss, and she would just be squiring for someone. So this would be like when she's done squiring. The last of the children I had was Sweeterin.
And Helen is then like 18?
Helen would be
20?
15.
15. Oh, they just started squiring.
Yeah.
Right, so you're giving it a betrothal.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I'm kind of thinking that actually Meliagrance might be the betrothed.
Yeah.
Yeah. As like the ameliorating effect here. Look.
He is like that. I mean, he's of Urian's household, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And basically being like, listen, don't think of it less as something for your kid. Think of this is for Urian. Yeah. Right. This is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe even like, maybe your wife even brokers this.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Gordon betroths. I didn't spell that right. Okay, so Sir Meliagrance Gore to Helen. All right.
Which, doesn't seem like Meliagrance is gonna get off the team Guinevere anytime soon.
No, he's got 6 years to shake things up.
Yeah,
5 years, whatever. All right, that's my turn.
And finally draw cards again, Colin.
Yeah. Let's see, we got any host cards? Ooh, actually, it looks like we got 2 host cards to choose from. Oh, and they're both big host cards too. We got an ideal wife and generous host. God damn it! This is the last round of the feast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck. There's no point to me taking generous host and moving up.
Yeah.
But again, ideal wife makes even less sense for me. Archie just got married and had a kid, and I don't have any other kids. Unless this is, hear me out, someone being like, oh, we need to get Karen a spouse. They're unmarried, aren't they?
Technically.
Kind of like that. I think of been avoiding this question and giving opinions on it, and like someone's found a way to out Wisconsin jiu-jitsu her with, be like, okay, yeah, I'm not saying anything about your marriage, but is Karen not single? Why hasn't she married? Let's get her a spouse. And
nice.
Acewin has to either that puts Acewin in the spot.
Yeah. You need a spouse if you're for managing your holdings in Ireland. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with ideal wife, and I think that's how we fluff it. Is
yeah.
The question is who does this, because they just made Acewin their enemy.
Guinevere.
Fuck.
Yeah, definitely Guinevere.
Yeah.
Right. Again, basically, like this whole feast for Guinevere has been like, I'll fix it. Like, not a good look for Guinevere and her cousins and stuff today. Starting with the Garafe, the Garafe Guffaw is maybe what we would call it. Yeah, it's been a weird feast.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Queen. It's Guinevere's suggestion.
Love it. Hate it, but
Yeah.
love it.
So that was your third round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is my third.
Yeah. Yeah, Guinevere would definitely probably try to seek to apologize or like tell Elizabeth to apologize on her behalf. What are you doing?
Was that?
Did you roll appearance?
Oh yeah, I was just seeing where Archie would have been sat. He's below the salt.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was going to see the same for Kid. Well, I always forget to roll for her.
It's one of those things because he's not drawing cards or anything, but like he's at these feasts, so I'm giving him the geniality if he's sitting near the salt.
Yep.
All right, I got biggest mistake. How's the wine? New friends.
Is this just
Mistaken idea?
what is like medieval hardcore emo tracks for like 300?
Yeah.
All of those
new friends.
Right? New friends, damaged goods, mistaken identity. These are literally just like My Chemical Romance hardcore titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or LCD Sound System, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Someone recently traced for me the direct line of causality between My Chemical Romance and the Twilight books, and it broke my brain a little bit.
Why?
They wanted to psychically wound me, I guess.
That's the only thing I can think of. That is a psychic stake.
Let's see. I'm thinking biggest mistake might be the best. I just kind of like it. I don't think I've played. It's like a card I can't really remember being played before. Several Knights talk merely about their greatest gaffes.
I mean, considering today, it seems very like the relatable combo.
It really makes sense. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
And I've got a decent orate.
You know, remember that time I peed off the wrong side of the castle wall? Like, right on the archbishop or something like that. Yeah, being like, I'm still paying the fucking Rosemary's Hail Marys on that one, dude. Yeah, for sure.
16. Success. Humorous anecdote is well received.
Aw.
I don't even know what Gorthrin would talk with. The time that I had my peasant's baby mama living at my manor with my new Saxon bride. Like,
oh my god.
Wow, this could have went to a challenge to a duel. Wow.
It could have.
You played it. All right. You have a good
like
order
that. Yeah. Especially with the bonus of the late feast bonus.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Excellent.
5 glory and a check to modest.
Yeah, check to modest. So Gorthrin's on guard duty this year, is what I take it.
Yeah,
from
but
the outcome at the beginning of the feast, like no adventuring.
Yeah. Right. No adventuring. Because now we will jump back to stuff, but we get to have a little on rails scene that happens. Gorthrin, while out protecting the queen and her retinue on as she goes a-maying as she's known to do, your entourage is beset by a group of knights led by none other than Meleagrance. It turns bloody quickly as some of the guards, the lesser known honor guards are cut down. You're one of the last ones standing before the queen, horrified by this violence, ceases it so for to hear the demands of the attacker, right? Because basically, like, you were gonna basically just fight to the death, right? Of the for sure, right? And she's like, no, wait, like, there's no need for this bloodshed, right? What what are your demands? And she's like, my lady, I know you couldn't admit to it in court on Easter, but or Pentecost, but I know your love is true, and you'll be joining me in my castle. And she does it, and she's like, yes, but only if you spare the lives of my people. I will go with you.
She's gonna go with him?
Yeah.
Gorthryn's like, my queen. No. Cannot go with him.
You're more important. No. You're not dying over it. We're not. There's already been too much blood spilled over me. It's okay. I have a plan. She's like, I have a plan. So she kind of like saves your life from here, but you will be basically a prisoner.
My whole point is to sell my life.
I know. She's I know. You're like, let me do the thing. Let me do the thing. And yeah. Now, unfortunately, this is a Lancelot story, so you get to you get to just be arrested. Given the circumstances of the guffaw of the thing earlier, it's kind of made sense that you ended up being here, which is kind of why I can shoot it in my head. Sorry to imprison your character. So you could maybe play Rodgar or a group of people on the rescue, right?
I play Cadwalla.
Yeah, rescuing. Absolutely. It doesn't take long for news this summer to spread. The queen has been kidnapped. Arthur is, to put it lightly, big mad about this. So, we gotta find the queen. Return her to her husband. Obviously Lancelot's gonna be on the case.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume he's there.
Yeah.
Acewin and Archie are going to volunteer for this.
Yeah.
Archie, because he's like, oh, I've done this already. It should be easy the second time. And Acewin to avoid talking to Karen about the marriage option.
Yeah, like, oh, boom, thank God, an emergency I can throw myself to.
I love that Acewin is slowly turning into that like sitcom boomer stereotype of always trying to like escape the house to avoid hard conversations.
Oh yeah, it's very good. All right, cool. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to have a skirmish that takes place between the kidnappers' allies and the chasing parties, right? These are like the hired mercenaries types that they've helped in order to facilitate their plan. Knowing that if they're, if she wouldn't come willingly at Pentecost, then this is the backup plan. This is clearly not a good look. This is not how you should take unrequited love. But yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
All right. So I think our marshal ought to lead the skirmish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't Acewin have the most battle experience?
I mean, yeah, her battle's pretty. Actually, her battle is worse than Archie's. Oh no, I'm looking at Archie's. Never mind. Acewin's is definitely better than Archie's. Acewin's is 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she has some idea on how to handle this.
All right. No, for the this will be one of those sets of 3 rolls.
Okay.
We're gonna take battle, valorous, and sword.
All right.
Um,
I'm gonna invoke loyalty lord for this one, because
Sure.
this is like we're fucking getting the queen back, you know.
Makes a lot of sense, for sure.
Yeah.
For the queen.
Yeah, and Kidwall is
Sword,
family. Love a family.
crit sword.
So okay, so we're both rolling the 3.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll Archie's as well?
Yeah. Anyone partaking, do the triple.
Okay.
The idea here is, you're getting you're getting a check for each of the ones that you roll here.
Yep.
But the idea here is, it's not a question of whether you fail; it's the price of you pay for dispatching these people. And depending on the number of successes, that would be the number of wounds that you would take. I have a matrix table about the number of wounds equals to whatever happens.
Archie's 3 successes, Acewin is 2 successes and a crit.
Nice.
Yes.
And
A crit is an additional 10 glory.
nice.
Okay. Yeah, Kidwall passed battle and the 2-handed sword for her, and then crit valorous.
Nice. Yeah, so every success is a check, every crit is 10 glory, and for every miss you roll a d6 and you get on the hurt table about what it will be. So I think one of your characters, Colin, got a miss. Was it?
Nope.
2 success. Who got 2 successes?
Acewin got 2 successes and a crit.
Yep. Right. So no failures. Perfect.
No failures.
Okay. When about half are dispatched, the rest will surrender given generous terms, or at least fair terms, I guess I should say, just terms, honorable. They will admit to who is the kidnapper, right? Who hired them. So you all will get an additional 50 glory for subjugating the kidnappers' accomplices.
Nice.
Okay. And you continue down for the trail of the kidnappers, right?
Yeah. So those were the skirmish we had was against like their minions, their foot soldiers, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. They're toadies.
Like yeah. Gotcha.
Right. Yeah. They're their toadies. And then we get to the part where in this part of the campaign, there's kind of like 2 main things to do, right? Like this is where you'll find out that, yeah, of course, Guinevere is being kept in the castle of, this is, you have to go up to Gore for this, right? They're being held in their Coupe Major, their head castle. But Gorthrin and like the retinue aren't, they're being kept off to the, not in the castle. So they are going to be the valid target for rescuing this go around. So that is the fight that you all are having while Lancelot's going to go save Guinevere. Okay.
Okay. So we have to go save Gorthron while Lancelot goes save Guinevere? Or...
Yeah, you don't have to go save Gore. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, the idea here is the trail leads you towards Gore. Your options, would be to come up with a plan to try to rescue the lady's retinue, but not the lady herself. The lady herself is kept in the castle.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine they're kind of kept in the town or something like that, right? Rather than like the bailey.
Yeah. I think Acewin would propose the idea of like rescuing the retinue as the distraction to get to rescue Guinevere with a smaller party.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I'm the marshal. I'll lead the attack to get the retinue back. Archie has experience sneaking into castles for some reason. I don't know why that's what my son is spending his time doing, but this motherfucker went to Paris. So he's going to go with Lancelot to help save Guinevere.
lovely. He's in the round table.
Kidwall,
yeah.
Kidwall will stick with the rescue of the retinue.
Yeah, you save your dad.
Yep.
Cool. So, all right, then before we do this, though, there's a small scene with Gorthrin I want to have while you're in prison. You're racked by nightmares while you are imprisoned, and it's scenes of your former wife, right? And she seems disapproving in your dreams that you forgot her so easily, right? And you can imagine that basically through what she's in, I don't know, whatever your brain's doing to yourself, it is like she's getting damned because of these choices that you're making, right? And you're like, why are you doing this to me? You're killing me, and causing your pain, which obviously makes you wake up. It's just a terrible nightmare, right? You like literally imagine like you guys are in love with each other, and then like there's like a kind of a chasm that kind of develops between each other, and like hell basically opens up and takes you, and you turn around and there's there's Elizabeth, right? And she's like, well, how could you do this? And like the fucking hands of the devil are like grabbing her and pulling her into the pit, and like there's nothing you can do. And Elizabeth was like, shh, just focus on me, kind of thing. And like this it's a terrible dream. Like your subconscious is being
sounds awful.
Poor, yeah, right. And you're just getting racked right now by this.
That doesn't.
Yeah. The last thing you hear is like as you're waking up is like a disembodied laughter. And then you wake up in a cold sweat. Something
like a laughter from outside the dream.
Maybe or inside. It's not quite clear. But I think to us watching you have this nightmare as an audience, there is like when you are waking up, like a shadow like leaves the room of the obulet that you're kept in or whatever, right? Like like there's some kind of force that hides something. Something followed you from the wasteland.
Did it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just
it's
just some nightmare. It's just called anxiety. It's called general anxiety disorder.
Sure,
it's okay.
It's gonna take us a while to summon it on a mass scale.
Yeah, but no, this is and specifically something is trying to haunt you and your emotions.
Okay.
Through
disturbed.
Yeah, and it's attacking you through guilt of your new marriage versus your love of your former wife. Rest in power. Sweeter.
It's gone too quickly.
Yeah. So,
all right.
So you can't.
Nightmare's a 5th level spell.
Yeah,
that's
I know. It's
intense.
like this is not a normal D&D encounter for sure. I'm attacking your
right. Trying to rack up exhaustion levels.
Yeah, like your widow. Like who? How can you don't have a widowed vector to target somebody on? So
no, there's no widow AC.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So
okay. So he's feeling it.
Yeah,
he's miserable in this prison. They're not even treating him well. He's in a pit.
Pretty much, yeah. You especially, right? Because let's be honest with you. Like even when you were like bound and stuff like that, you're still like fighting back. So like this you can imagine that you gotten beaten up and like because of like the only thing stopping you from like literally breaking free and killing everybody has been the Queen's commands. Right.
Yeah.
And being like, you're lucky. Like you have no idea how lucky you are.
He hoped he would die.
Yeah.
It's literally what he imagines it. He's like, I would love to just die defending the Queen.
Yeah. I want nothing more than this. Right? Right. But she told me not to, and that's the only reason why you still draw breath. Even with my hands behind my back, this is like it's still not even a fair fight for you. like you should kneecap me because it's still not fair, buddy. Like you know what I mean? Like you're so ready, and it's only for the Queen that you have not just killed these people.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's
Right.
have the let's stage the assault.
Let's do it.
Right. All right. So this is the raid of the town. So this is basically going to be like a siege, which is never the thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we all know what we signed up for. So
Yeah.
if you didn't want to, you didn't have to be a part of the party.
Yep.
All right. So this is going to be a siege. Do you roll siege when you're attacking? No, this is going to be a battle versus siege. Is how I'm going to do it. Right? It'd be a contested roll.
Okay. I like that. Because your boy has an auto success on battle, but that a 1 is never a good thing to roll.
Yeah, crit though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not ideal.
Wait, what's their
They get the defensive value of the fort. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, we'd have
they have a
to
siege of
siege
5, but
engines.
they get a +7. Yeah, right.
Woof.
Yeah, we'd have to get. We'd have to bring siege engines to lower that. defense
No,
power.
wait. No,
Right.
that's not a crit.
Yeah.
You're right. I rolled +12. It should have been less than 12.
Okay, so they
So,
got 11
yeah.
compared to 12.
My
Got
bad. No, holy crap. No, wait, you're so right. Yeah, that should have been less than. Yeah, no, I see what you now I get it. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So it's just a pass versus another pass, but just the greater pass wins.
Mhm.
All right. So it's not going to be as bloody as I thought, which is good. All right. So let's do I love we haven't done it in a while. An arrow check. D6 50-50. You're hit with an arrow.
This is like a new day.
I mean, you're probably doing this at night, right?
Okay, but it's like a
Or-
separate battle than the
yeah.
skirmish.
This is a separate. No, this is entirely separate. This is like several days, right? Because you had to go journey
Yeah.
that way, right?
Mhm.
You captured the ambushers who were designed to slow down any pursuers, right? And now you're being like, the fellowship's broken, but let's go. There's still hobbits we can say. Let's go hunt some orc, kind of thing, right? Like you guys are scouring the trail to north. Cool. All right. So by the grace of Providence, neither of you were targeted by arrows. It was a 4, 5, or 6 for that kind of business. Lucky, happy days for you all.
Yes.
You make it to the wall. Give me some climb check. So I guess be like strength to basically get over here or through the portcullis.
Dexterity is also
I'm getting
used
these
in
ones
some
out of
ways.
the way at least. That's
You
the,
are- You're something else.
Right. Oh, let's see. I did want to. I didn't roll passion yet.
Yeah. Strength. Hell yeah. All right.
Jeez.
You can literally imagine
Cadwalla.
Cadwalla is the damn hero who lifts
me help
the
you
portcullis. Yeah, right.
Oh, helping. Yeah.
Yeah. Cadwalla, before Captain America-ing like the damn arrows with her shield, is like, throws that down as they got the cover under the gate as, arrow fires coming
Recalls a
down.
story that
Yeah.
Gorthrin told her about Erwin.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh man, St. Albans.
Yeah, it's St. Albans.
Yeah. Nice callback. Yeah, you get the portcullis open, which allows you all to sneak in. All right. Cool. Then we're doing a quick sword, just a quick bloody sword test.
there's the crit.
There we go.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, love of family. Yeah. This
Jeez.
seems right.
Something real quick. Crit auto.
I love how
Famous
personal
fashion.
this is becoming for
Yeah.
Kidwalla. Like this
It
is
really is. Yeah. So you get +10 to this.
Well, you also Cadwalla knows that like my dad will probably die like protecting people
Yeah.
if I don't do this. I don't trust him enough to restrain himself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's right. Does she use like a Zweihander? Like what the hell?
Yeah, she's a two-handed sword. Because she's I use the Kimric traits, right? So they
Yeah.
just get a two-handed skill that covers all two-handed weapons. It's
Nice.
really kind of cool. So I think now
Nice.
she uses a nice two-handed sword.
Hell yeah. Okay. Of course. I love the unconventional of your house. All right. Brilliant. Okay, so I mean neither of you even close to failing, so there's no point even rolling on the harm checks here. But you're able to rescue Erwin and obviously Guinevere's retinue of like 30 odd people, right? They're obviously hurt. They all in various stages. So like what is it? Let's zoom into the part about Gorthrin. You hear the fighting and stuff like that around. A guy has maybe like the guards being like, oh fuck this, and gets ready to kill you or whatever, and like busting through the doors like Cadwalla, who the guy has to turn around and strike at her, and she like cleaves the guy and gets to free you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So like, what is
probably his first thought is like, God damn, yeah, like like
yeah. Oh, good.
And Aethin's not far behind, I would imagine, because you have crit sword.
I crit sword. Yeah, I'm chewing through them. Just fine.
Yeah, you're valiantly saving the people. I just imagine Cadwalla's been like, the one that like, oh, you know where the prisoner is, so like you're going that way, right?
Yeah.
Right. While of course, while Archie's doing.
We're like searching through the corridors for where the streets for where they're keeping, and like we turn one corner and there's like a whole squad of goons. And Ace was just like, I think Gothrin's that way. I'll take care of this.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The door
right
behind her and like,
no, 100%, man. Like that's exactly like the thing I'm picturing in my head, right? And so so Cadwalla, you get to rescue your dad.
I think that she feels real good about this. This is like a real moment. She crit love of family passion. She's riding high on it.
Yeah, plus just straight up plus 20. Right?
Yeah. I think for Gorthrin's just like, I'm glad it's you. I'm sorry for the shabby state I'm in, because imagine his wounds haven't been healed.
No.
He's covered in dirt and who knows what kind of filth.
Exactly. So she drags you out of there and be like, I got you, Dad. Let's go.
Let's go. Very good. Very good.
This is killer.
Fine work.
Yeah. All right. So the Queen's liberation, right? Lancelot makes it to the castle. Ends up slaying Meligrance. It happens not quickly. Like he kind of pleads for his life and then kind of reneges on it and tries to like trick Lancelot. As Archie's like retelling the story, right? You can imagine like after the fact. Yeah.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
Are we yet at the part where Lancelot is like in love with Guinevere?
Oh yeah, 1 million cajillion %. Yeah.
Okay, and is there anything returned? I ask, is there a chance that Archie maybe sees?
Yes, that's. Okay. I'm so glad you're gonna. Yes, they embrace in a way that's like that's more than friendship.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You have an intrigue test. You have an intrigue of 16. There's no reason for anything for you to like Gorthrin and be like, oh wow, they're just good friends. You know what I mean? Like, but for you're like
they were roommates.
Yeah, exactly. They were best friends. They just want their ashes to share the same urn, like forever. Yeah, very very normal friendship. Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Okay. I think afterwards, I think Archie like sits Acewin down.
Yeah, like you don't understand.
Like sober in a way, I don't think Acewin has seen Archie because Archie is not someone who takes things somberly. So this is probably disconcerting, but Archie's like, Lancelot, I believe is in love with Guinevere. and the propriety of that relationship is questionable. And Aeswin is like, Archie, like, don't you fucking dare say anything like this out loud ever again. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What?
Yeah.
How much, how much shit that would cause? So like, I think both Aeswin and Archie are freaked out about the implications of this. And they both are like, never tell Guthrum. Yeah, never tell Guthrum.
No, yeah.
Never, Guthrum can never know at all.
Wow. Yeah. Secrets.
Yeah, I think they both of them are like, we have to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah.
This is not so I think they're gonna set up the De Winterborn Gunnet investigative task force. They're gonna get the cork board out, start putting red string everywhere, to figure out what is going on, what is actually going on beyond Archie's mere observation. And then 2, like, okay, then what do we do about it?
Yeah. How does Aeswin, specifically though, Colin, how does Aeswin feel about this year being told by her to get a spouse for Karen, and this whole time this is happening?
I'm going to roll vengeful.
Yeah.
I think Aeswin takes.
Who does she think she is?
Yeah, I think Aeswin likes to think that her anchor is righteous. That it's like, this is hypocrisy from the Queen of Logris. Like, the highest seat should not indulge the highest sin. That's just wrong. But the truth, the thing that Aeswin perhaps doesn't want to admit to herself, is that there's this very deep schadenfreude to it. Like, of course, the bitch that has been making my life difficult is a hypocrite. Of fucking course.
Right. Yeah. The people who are the most, exactly, the people who have the most to say about a matter tend to be the people who are hypocritical.
Yeah. And I think for Archie, I'm going to roll forgiving. Yeah, I think Archie is just like, must be hard for living up to all his expectations. Lancelot, those fine shanks of his.
Yeah,
just very in keeping. Archie's like perfectly willing to extend grace and like assume the best version of someone.
Lovely.
Child of the Anarchy versus Child of the Romance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. So, that's
Glory?
75 glory for the whole shebang.
Plus 10 for every crit we got.
Yeah.
8. I just noticed I don't have glory awards for Kidwall's round table night.
Now, to close out, to close out 538, I wanted to ask, I have an open-ended scene for you all about a lesson that you would teach your squires this year. It could be about value of a passion. It could be a value of a skill. It's the thing that you want to instill into the next generation of youngsters, right? What exactly is the most important? It could even be a trait. Like, it could be a personality trait, right? Like, you can't be a knight unless you're damn, you're proud. Like, it could be something, you know what I mean?
I think Aeswin is going to double down on the obligation of station. That when you take on the role of a knight, you are upholding a tradition. to which everyone is bound. Your lord is bound, your subordinates are bound. It is to willfully fetter yourself and to act as though you are not fettered, to take the responsibilities of your office as though they are a mere power to be exerted at your fickle whims is the wrong way to go about things.
You know what it is? Where this happens, I like literally the scene would probably be like some of the men at arms or whatever get promoted to knighthood, like from this fight, right? And like you're watching the Earl like knight these people, and like at the end you take them aside and being like, see, like those words like are more than words. Like those are as strong as the steel. Like, you know, exactly as you say. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's good shit. Okay, that's all. Yeah.
And I think Archie, we can have like a cutting back and forth moment, because Archie is with his squire being like, we are bound up in these institutions and these duties and responsibilities, and it's so easy to lose yourself in that and to become nothing more than the empty figurehead, the empty the rude automaton, the crude mechanical, merely performing some institution. No, God gave you a heart and a mind, and you must use both. And sometimes that means taking off your armor and sneaking through Paris and doing some unchivalric things. And sometimes it means forgiving a debt. And sometimes it means forgiving the unforgivable.
Just?
And yeah. Just or merciful, I think, was what I was aiming for.
Yeah.
Gorthrin is emphasizes courage, valor, that it underpins everything. Without courage, you're unable to defend those who you are honor bound and oath sworn to defend, and your principles. Everything else rests on the courage of your own strength, the courage of your own conviction to act.
Yeah.
When you might otherwise fear to act. It's his. That's what he emphasizes. And I think Cadwalla might be from a similar like focus on the fundamentals kind of.
No, I really love that, because that reminds me of an expression I heard where it's like, you're teaching the fundamental of dying for a principle, right? That's being like valor is like not being afraid of death, like right. Like you can't, like there's no point in having conviction unless you are able to face death down, which is valor. Right. And right. And the thing I was thinking of was conviction is what you're willing to die for. Doubt is what you're willing to live with. Which I am waiting to use into a game of some kind. But
that's a good good one.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so it makes perfect sense that you would be teaching valor.
Yeah. Cadwell is like focus on your training, your skills. That's never forget that's why we're here. Because I like to think Cadwell is also like, because most of the knights around her age, they didn't really have any big wars to fight. They didn't, they'd mostly done tournaments. And I think just Cadwell still has a mindset of like, no, we are here to fight at our Lord's call. This play fighting's all well and good. Yeah. Maybe she's just sore about her loss record though.
Sure. Like Cadwella, like unbeknownst or unlike the rest of her peers though, she definitely is not of the same cloth of like being raw and being like, oh, unchallenged and untested. Like you made sure of that with like the raids to Frisia or whatever. Like, like she has proven herself that like she's willing to look upon the next generation and be like, yeah, these people are soft. Like, what do I do? Right. Yeah.
It's like, go Squire for Sir Sagamore as he bounces around Northwestern Europe.
Yeah. Right. Like you've seen exactly. You have the experience as exactly.
Sweet.
So is that battle or specifically what skill?
Oh, specific. Okay,
sword.
Yeah, specific skills here. I would say a sword.
Just sword, yeah.
Just general, knightly prowess.
As
goes in sword.
Yeah.
Get yourself one of these bad boys right here.
Yeah, like, you know, all the
two-handed models.
Yeah. everybody right now, yeah, like kids these days, all they care about is the lance. But let me tell you, when it comes to it, you know, after the crash through the armor, man, you got one weapon here. You know, you can't rely on your squire to give you another for another charge. This is it, right? Yeah, I love that.
You gotta have it.
Yeah, cool. Man, I know. When's the last time you've seen the thunder of hooves in a full-on heavy charge?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Been a hot bit.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some Wintar. That was the last scene I generated for y'all for this year. Oh, wrong page. Here we go. So, experience rolls.
Of course, it's not any more modest than he was at the beginning of the year. Real missed opportunity there, Gorthrin.
Yeah.
Flirting goes up.
Hey, dancing goes up.
Recognize automatically goes up because it's at 0.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, Archie. Let's see what you got. Yeah, probably less.
All right.
Still steadfastly not becoming more spiritual.
Trying to.
Valorous doesn't become more valorous. Okay. Only so high that can go anyway. Oh my god, Archie, learn something. Just have one year where you learn something.
Anything. Just learn
He's
it.
not learned a single fucking thing.
He learned it all before. He's fine.
Yeah. All right, let's see. No.
Oh, god damn it, Archie.
Lance instruction. No. All right. Falconry out of it. It's not a year for self-reflection and
No. A lot of judging others, not a lot of focus on yourselves this year.
Yeah.
Aging. Yeah. Karen is being set up for Pendrag, one of King Anguish's BFFs in Ireland.
Okay.
Pretty much the quintessential guy, the Norwegian actor guy who plays Tormund Giantsbane in Game of Thrones. Like big red beard kind of guy. He's cautious but greedy, values being valorous. His major passion is loyalty to liege, just how any new king only hires people who are extremely loyal. You know, that's the number one trait you judge people on. And he's a bit of a hedonist. His super skilled, 18 in singing, flirting is 13, and 20 is 17. So he's pretty. So for valor, he backs it up in tournaments, but he's tournaments, and he's also obviously a cattle baron.
I think Karen's going to consider this, which is going to freak Ace1 out.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a political marriage. He's fine, you know. He'll be happy to go continue doing what he's doing and at parties and stuff, and doesn't really care.
Yeah. I think Karen's going to consider it. Ace1 is going to
Mm,
Aeswin's going to be like,
no, he's Irish. He's gonna have to be an antagonist.
yeah, I think Aeswin's going to be like, if you truly think that you can make this political marriage work, then I'll let you marry him after I meet with him, and then refuses to put him on the schedule.
Yeah. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
It's like, okay, so we'll come by. No, that weekend's not good for me. I didn't even say what weekend it was. Which weekend? Next. Yeah, that weekend's not good for me.
Sorry, that's the weather. I can't get out there. It's really hard. You know, work's really keeping me. A lot of marshalling, a lot of tournaments. I can't.
Yeah. I got a lot of stuff in Ireland that I gotta attend to. We're in Ireland. Yeah, but it's different part of Ireland that you're not gonna be in. I'm the travel vouchers I'm working with only they're one way, so
sorry. Sorry. Beautiful. All right. Did we do aging?
I did. Got nothing.
Nice.
All right, aging.
I'm up 7. Both Gorthrin and Cadwell are going to pass the glory thresholds this year.
Oh no.
Oh no.
3.
Oof.
Oh boy.
It hurts.
2 size, 1 con.
2 size. Oh
Isn't
my
that
god.
badass?
Yeah.
That's
I think
brutal.
this is a tipping point. I'm down to 40. I went from 66 to 46 in one go. I think this is a turning point in just like maybe it's time to start playing Archie as full time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is rough.
Oh.
What that's got to be some, like, anytime you roll more than one, it's always like kind of a something. When you roll 3 attributes, it's like, what happened? Something happened.
Yeah.
Food poisoning.
Yeah, bad food on campaign in the north.
I think when Gareth lost size and dex, that's when I gave him like the kind of, he twisted his back or like an old injury caught up with him.
It was so easy for Gareth though, because Gareth like went down like every
all the time.
battle.
Yeah.
So many
like,
dudes,
of course, you could do like, oh yeah, just any other one. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
it was more scar tissue.
Yeah.
I think I remember you saying, yeah. But
I don't think we've really had that same heart. I mean, Aeswin did her share of fighting early on.
Yeah. I think illness is still the way.
Illness is the way. I'm thinking of like,
I don't know, just a heart attack or something. Like, or it's just
like, I'll think of something.
Yeah. Left her bedridden for a while.
You know what? It's the Alfred the Great disease. We don't know what Alfred suffered from, but he was sickly his like whole life, and we think it was like maybe a pretty bad case of Crohn's disease, which back then, how would they be able to figure that out, you know?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think is one of the more interesting things about Alfred the Great is like, he's not this big martial Arthurian hero. He was like a pasty bookworm who was shitting himself to death for most of his reign.
Wasn't he like but he like was the one who formed the military stuff, right? Like, didn't he reform the military?
He reformed. He basically did a bunch of administrative reforms of Wessex to be like, hey, always, you know how we have like the Fjord? What if we just had some of them constantly called up, so when the fucking Danes attacked, we have someone holding a spear?
Right.
2, what if we built some walls just around like places we don't want burned? If you have walls around them, it's harder to burn them because you have to get in the walls to burn stuff. 3, he just wrote everything down. Like he's really good about like maintaining records of the kingdom.
Nice.
And then he had, I think, educational reforms and like tried to make sure that more than just he could and the priests could write. So there's a bunch of stuff. I think it's really interesting.
Doing this stuff like his boy far in the future, Martin Luther, on the toilet.
Yeah. I think
10 out
it's
of 10.
interesting because I started reading about it because of the Last Kingdom, that show, and I like the actor who played him. But the tendency in like art and all this to always cast our heroes as these martial heroes.
Yeah.
And if you look at like statues of Alfred the Great, they go that way, but you read about him and I don't think that's really the impression I get of what made him notable and interesting as a historical figure. Now his son did like kick Danish ass more directly, but
Was he Aethelred?
Aethelwulf, yes.
Aethelwulf,
One of the Aethels.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the Aethels. They're all Aethelwulf, Aethelwold, Aethelford, Aethel.
It's hard to
Aethelraid.
Yeah. Well. Early English history. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, some sort of like Crohn's or some kind of disease.
Yeah. I think she just starts getting sickly and is like kind of like unable to keep on weight. I think that's the direction. Is like she's literally unable to keep on the weight and the muscle mass.
Yeah.
And is kind of wasting a little bit.
All right. Survival roles, then economics.
Survival.
Yeah. Logistics.
For just Alwina. Alwina's fine. I guess we'll roll for Karen. Karen's fine.
Or if it's twins, barely made it out of their first year.
A Downey is, yep, he is big fucking shit heel. Good. Anyone else? Morgan. Fuck if I know what's going on there. I don't know how old he was. Born in 475. So what's 38 plus 25?
Aging? Yeah, is that why it's a question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have born 475, and I just know that this guy ages daddy.
Yeah.
Like Morgan Lombard. Still writing our shit down for us.
Still writing it down.
Let me make a note of this because this will be an adventure for next year.
Find out how old Morgan is.
No, well, yes, but also like the discoveries of Morgan's backstory gets revealed.
Aha.
And we get to deal stuff with the elves.
Fucking knew it. Aaron, a goddamn elf.
All right.
Okay.
Ship. Oh no, that's the dead one. Where's my alive steward? Do I have an alive steward? No. That's right. Alwina's doing it these days.
Yeah.
Let's pass.
I don't know Elizabeth's scores.
16 for stewardship.
And then the other like compose, and there's another one that was high.
Yeah, I have to look.
Sorry.
All right. Against a 14 or a 14 and against a 13. So against the 14 is for Gorthrin. 13 for Acewin. All right. Cool.
Ooh.
So
it's a failure against a success.
Yep. Pass first pass is normal because you got the better side of it. But a fail versus pass means you get to live richly. For free. This is the first time you get to live richly.
For free.
Right. Yeah. Anything extra.
This definitely should be 20. All right. Spouse industry.
Yes.
Elizabeth. Industry, let's just say for now it's also 16.
Okay.
Okay.
Just the very model of a modern
It's
major
doing that. It's
maiden.
doing that thing again where I no matter
Everything's
what
pagan?
yeah. So
Oops, all pagan.
Oops, all pagan, but it's also defaulting to 15 when my industry is 16. So that should be a crit industry.
All right. I count it.
And so this should be a 19. Okay, now that's working. What if I roll actual pagan? I don't know what the
Pagans
fuck
is
on the sheet.
Yeah. There might be a glitch in the sheet where a skill is labeled at the same attribute variable as pagan, so it's like defaulting back to that instead.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think Archie's gonna continue trying to have kids. So what do I roll for that? Just a d20? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So 8 or higher. 16.
Then you roll on the table to see what the birth was like.
Okay, so that is successful kid. 18. Twins.
Yo. Also, this is the first year, Colin, you're literally making a ton of money. Like,
yeah, this is a good year for Winterborn Gunnet.
Yeah.
I did not get extra from the apiary.
Aww.
I also didn't spend anything extra this year either. Just like normal spending.
Okay.
I mean, he was
You are
in a prison for a considerable portion of it.
Right. All right. Well, with your other manorial income, you're basically lost to Libram this year.
Okay.
You went from 201 to 199. Got it. Actually, I had to redo some of your expenses because your rich lifestyle wasn't calculating correctly. So you went down, but then you also like skyrocketed this year. So nice. you originally were at 85.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, redoing their taxes, you actually were at 75. But after this year, though, you're actually at 116.
Hell yeah!
Because your manorial expenses, or sorry, your extra income is really kicking in. So you're doing good, even with conspicuous spending.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
I think Archie wants to go behind Acewin's back and skive off some money to essentially hire spies, get in some informers in the houses of Lancelot and Guinevere, if you can.
So that would be like the Deganey family and around Camelot. Camelot doesn't require a roll because you're around them enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like literally, like Archie can do this. That just is fictionally.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But definitely, especially all right. Do you want a spy that Elizabeth doesn't know about?
Yes.
Then you do actually have to roll for Camelot, because Elizabeth's already kind of like kind of head of the gossip rumor mongering, right? So like, she's actually your antagonist here for figuring, right? I mean,
yeah, because this is the task force. This is the infidelity task force that Archie's doing.
Yeah. Right.
And I think we get a scene of Acewin being like, this is important. We need to sit on this and think about this. Don't do anything until we decide what we're going to do. And then cut to immediately Archie being like, so I need you to go up to.
Yeah. Any whispers you hear, you tell me, okay? Yeah. Right. Like you're like in the kitchens.
Yeah. So I'm assuming intrigue.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do an intrigue verse basically a versus test here.
Yep. I'm going to invoke Loyalty Lord here because it's like trying to find out if the king is a fucking cuckold.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. This is like a weird, like, you're going against the king's loyalty about going, you know what I mean, and setting up a spy network, but it's for their own protection. So that's why I went,
Yeah.
But you know what? I think
That's
it's a
crit.
twisted logic. I'm gonna let it play out. That's a crit. Okay. Yeah. Elizabeth has no idea that you're doing this. Okay. Man, there's probably like a couple spies of Elizabeth that are double agents for you that she doesn't even know about.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
Kids, I'm going to name, well, let's roll. Let's see.
I just need a corpse to wash up in southern Spain with documents of, some infidelity.
Okay. I'm naming my 2 new kids, Ewaine and Yvette. I have an uncle, Ewaine, who we've kind of forgotten about.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I mean, as I recall, they like got married often in fucking
I can't even
Wales or some shit.
I barely even have time to have any time with your sister. Like out in Bath. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Twins of Archie. Beautiful. All right. Tellshead, I already gave you your money. You're doing good.
Yep.
What
One of my horses died, but I had 2 of them are species. I rolled the 6 for the horse births.
Oh, nice. All right, can you roll a d30 for me? The horse traits.
So.
They have a bold face, so there's a wide blaze extending past blue eyes. I guess if I search I'm afraid to Google horse bald face. No offense, but I'm sure it's normal. I'm sure that's a term. I just also don't want to have a nightmare tonight, so we're just gonna imagine what the blaze looks like. Cool. And the second D30, because I think you had 2 horses, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. King's Gift has died.
20. A marking on their left rear leg. A pastern, which is a white marking ending below the fetlock, which obviously the fetlock.
Yeah, we all know what that means.
Yeah.
What's it called again? Okay.
Let me.
Pastern.
I need to make a hardcore horse generator at this point. For y'all. Fetlock. Fetlock is a term for the joint where the cannon bone. Of course. Okay. Google define cannon bone. The cannon bone and the proximal sesamoid bones. The first phalanx. It is the bit. It's the bit between the hoof and the
first.
It's like what you think of like a collar sock, right? Like goes to your ankle.
Yeah.
But like the way a horse's leg, their ankle is technically like above, like it's like near it's like below their knee, because like it's like their foot's all. It's basically like their whole life is like on one toe because of evolution.
Yeah.
But like if you can imagine,
there you go. Here's a nice little pastern. The coronet.
Somehow Gorthrin's gift is still alive at rolling with a minus 7, still alive. All the other old horses are dying off.
Yeah.
Behemoth and King's Gift, both dead.
The
second son of King's Gift, the one who hates men, is now my horse.
Lovely. Yes.
Yeah.
This one's wait. So King's Gift's still alive?
No, King's Gift just died. That was what I was riding for the longest time. And my squire was riding. I'm sorry. Archie was riding Behemoth, but Behemoth is now dead. So
damn. Yeah. You guys, you always used to joke that the only way King's Gift is dying is in a damn battle. This thing is this thing's never going anywhere.
So it looks like, what was the roll to see if
2+ is a horse, and then 6
Okay,
is
so-
a special.
Okay, so we got one special. That would be
D30.
Gorthrin's Gift has a special kid.
All right, D30.
And the other is just
I know you're writing down the notes. I just need a D30 from you when you got a chance.
Yep. Sorry. All right. D30. 16.
16. Right rear leg marking, a passern, of course. White marking ending below the fetlock. So it's just another leg. It's actually similar to Gorthrin's one, but just on a different leg.
I think that's probably that's good. That's gonna make a good
selling
gift
them.
horse.
Yeah, selling. Yeah, as long as you don't look in the mouth, you can sell them. Special horses again can be sold for more money, just like really the special part of it.
Yeah.
They're like shiny Pokemon.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Family roles we did. Childbirths we just did. Don't worry about family events, training and practice, and Gout Glory.
Definitely both of mine are crossing the glory threshold. I know that.
Nice.
Training and practice.
Yeah. So I spent for Kedwalla's glory bonus and 2-handed sword, and then training and practice in con, because still can do that.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking for Gorthrin, there's maybe some skills that I haven't leveled up yet, or I'm thinking actually, I know what I was doing. I'm going to raise horsemanship and then use my glory bonus to raise dex. Gorthrin has been practicing his horse riding a lot more lately. He's getting older, he's got to keep up his strength.
Yeah.
Getting on and off of it quickly.
That's how we started
hunting.
That's how we started the year.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a great race. But
Gonna
like specifically
reclaim.
like riding with Elzebel, because I think she had a decent hunting as well. She was
Yeah.
like 20 hunting.
Mhm.
Or no, that was something else.
No. But
I was mistaken.
flirting, tourney, and compose were like the big things at Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So Acewin, I'm going to reclaim that point of con with the glory bonus. And otherwise, I'm just bumping up my lance to 19. I think I want to get sword and lance at least on 20. Sword, we're at 22. We're good there. If I can get lance to 20, I'll feel good.
Yeah.
And now with Archie is 26. I cannot raise attributes anymore.
35 is the cutoff.
Yeah. So last year was the last year I could, which is fine because I maxed out strength and con as I wanted. So I
35.
I think I'm going to. I'm going to do honor twice. No, I want to get him to a chivalry bonus. So it is going to go into just and Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I think I'm going to do just twice.
Wow. Is the thing that you are teaching to the next gen.
Yep.
So makes sense. You practice what you preach.
Yep. Now I got to do the math because
I didn't even do justice events.
Now we should do that.
I literally just went right past that when doing the calculations. But you all are deserving of justice events. In fact, I made a Harka justice event generator. It is even better.
Yeah. Nice.
So Gorthrin, your generator, your justice event is a rich farmer who's silver-tongued challenges another rich farmer who's infuriated, and their disputes about a missing dog.
Wow. Yeah, that's some dog.
Yeah. It must be like a prize greyhound kind of situation, hunting.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
Dog or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that you came to me. I love dogs.
Yeah. All right. Want to test your justice?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that sucks for you. They have a 27 to their skill. Okay, so I just roll a +7, I guess, for this roll. Well, they just minimized it, got an 8. All right, they still beat you. It's okay. So you just don't get any benefit for that part. All right, all right, that's fine. Okay, Colin. Acewin is dealing with a justice event between a typical peddler and a suspicious peddler. Their dispute is about the ownership of a cow.
So 2 typical peddlers as well.
Yeah, it's really peddlers.
Two
Yeah,
meddlesome peddlers.
Yeah, peddlers are about the ownership of a cow. Oh, damn. My generator's not showing off its real juice yet. But you want to justice this one?
Yeah. Justice. Shabao.
14, so the skill is 14 for them. Fail. Hey, your concern will go up. Sorry, your hatred goes down, is what I mean to say.
That's pretty nice. Hatred, that means the hatred of Lancelot is currently 5. We're at homeostasis.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
See,
hatred and love equal.
This would have been way more interesting. I clicked the generator for the reason for the dispute, and the next dispute will be a knifing over a killing over petty theft over a hat.
My lord, you might remember last year with 2 peddlers and one stole a cow. Well, the other one, being somewhat vexed that he didn't get to steal the cow in the first place, knifed the one what actually stole the cow.
Yeah. No, this is a revenge. No, this is a revenge knifing because this is a knifing over a killing. So this is a blood feud of peddlers.
Blood money.
You have a literal blood feud going on.
Yeah. And Ace was sitting there like, right, so I understand that. Why is there a cow then in front of me? Right, well, the cow knifed the peddler that did the killing.
The cow did it. Yeah.
This cow's got the soul of a peddler, it does.
That's why we sold it in the first place. Oh, so good. Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks for indulging me. More
times.
Yeah. 538 to a close. 539, the last year of the romance period, and then I gotta update everything to the tourney period.
Hoo-yah.
So, yeah, good to be back. Thanks, everybody.
Be back.
All right.
Peace.
Yep. Later.